Hey guys, it's Dandy. So I decided to do a little review on Paladins since all of my friends want to play this game because they either refuse to buy Overwatch, too broke to buy Overwatch, or they have Overwatch and they don't feel like playing it. So then I'm getting thrown into this game by my friends. So I'm doing a little review over it, and I've got to say, I like some aspects of it, and I hate a lot of aspects of it. So first, the thing we'll notice is they've got these nice little like loadout cards here, so you get like a little extra thing before game, and I'm pretty sure they can be leveled up through like loot boxes basically. And I like the idea of the cards. I hate the idea of leveling up through loot boxes. I'm not too sure if the legendary cards do it, but I do know that these loadout cards do, and that's because I've leveled up 3 of them over the course of me opening up the loot boxes that the game gives you. But other than that, I do like the fact that you can make these loadouts so you can get reduced cooldown times on certain, abilities and whatnot. Um, I know I do hate the fact of what they did here because I clicked on play the game and not the tutorial, which this didn't give me a tutorial anyway, but it instantly launched me into this. It made me play as a generic Soldier 76 with an ADS feature and no like tac heal. Um, Now, as the actual gameplay happens, I kind of like how they have the abilities set up. I don't know how I feel about the ultimate abilities themselves. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same as Overwatch. I still need to get used to it. It's nothing really telling me that I even got it. But the first thing I notice is that the aim and the controls, they feel clunky, like absolutely ridiculous. Um, I, I barely moved the stick and I shot over there after I got the kill. The I end up eventually I end up switching over my sensitivity to something a little bit slower, but it doesn't work in the ADS feature for the soldier clone that we have here. And then also, this game is ridiculously loud. I actually had a live little critique going on as I was being introduced to the game, and the master volume of this game is actually just it overpowered my PlayStation mic, so you can barely hear anything even after I slowed it down, or not slowed it down, but turned the volume down to 70 for the master volume. So it's a little it's stupid. Now, as for the characters, there are a lot of similarities with Overwatch characters. It's some of them feel like they mashed them together. Uh, like there's that Zarya bubble. That's not what I'm talking about at all. But like that Reinhardt, I believe he also has a pin ability, and the only real difference is he's got that flamethrower. But that's not that big a deal because it just makes sense to have a character with that big a shield be in that sort of armor slash like medieval style. Um, but that's perfectly fine. There's someone like a little goblin riding around in a mech, and they have literally unlimited ammo. But instead of being shotguns, it's like miniguns. Other than that, I don't know their abilities though. Then there is literally a McCree in Reaper's clothing, and there's also a Genji that has Reaper's Wraith ability, and I thought that was funny. But they're just characters. Some they can be reused, recycle. Now there's got to be new gameplay mechanics, which they did. They did something I wish Overwatch actually did in the first place, and they have the item shop where you get to build your character as you get gold through doing various tasks from the game, getting kills, getting objectives, which I'm assuming objectives count towards your gold standard. I'm just assuming this from my time in League of Legends, where killing turrets and people would get you gold, as well as minions, but there aren't any minions in this game that I have found within the 2 matches I've played. And I know 2 matches isn't a lot to give a good judgment on it, but that's just what I'm doing. Now, the other problems that I have with the game are actually within the menus, which I will get into right now. Alright, so far the menus aren't that bad. You'll see in a minute this little login, like the little daily reward login bonus pops up. So, I click X on that, I claim my reward, I'm gonna go check out the loot chests. And it's like, okay, well I can open the chest. I don't know what the enchant key is, it says 1 remaining, so I didn't do that. But I open up my loot box, it's a normal thing. And there's where those cards I was talking about, those being leveled up, which I believe it just shouldn't be in the game, but I don't know, League of Legends did something similar to that, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Now, as I scroll through these menus, eventually I go to back out, and you'll see here it pops up again, but it's day 2, and then I go to back out of it and it goes to log out. Now it does that every time I go into a menu and then back out of said menu. Like, it's going to happen again as soon as I'm done checking out my profile, and then as soon as I back out of the little login menu, it goes and it gives me the log out of like menu, and I don't want that. I just want to be able to back out. I don't even want that menu to pop back up, and it's very annoying to me because it happens no matter what I do. And now, I don't know if there's only that little capture point game mode, but there's no clear explanation on these game modes that they offer, which I find very disappointing, but that doesn't make or break a game either. And then here we go with the daily reward bonus. Then my match has popped up, and then you see that there's all the categories. I wish they would have just done one simple menu where you can see. Oh, I guess they did under the champions, so that's not that bad. It just, as I was going through to get my first game, basically, where I got to choose my own hero, there wasn't a real clear picture there for me to decide who I wanted to play, because I normally play tanks, but I ended up playing a flanking DPS, which I liked this second game I went into, which I won't show in this video, but I do imagine myself making videos on this game, considering I've got a couple friends that play, and they jump on and they'll be on here more than they would be on Overwatch, which I'll still make my Overwatch videos because I'd rather play that game anyway. But if you liked this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and then comment what you liked about it, or comment and tell me what I did wrong. Anything helps. Thank you.